Visit your body and explore it. You show me around just like a tourist.
What's up, guys? Today we are going to be making a triangle bikini top with my sewing pattern. And here is what we need. You need some fabric, make sure it's stretchy, make sure it's swimwear. You need a pattern, you need elastic, make sure that one's rubber, and a loop turner. This thread is completely optional, but it is stretchier than regular thread. I love to use it with any kind of swimmer or workout clothes. You can use it in a serger or a regular sewing machine. You can get the pattern in the link below. Alright, so first things first is you need to cut out the pattern. The pattern comes extra small to XXL. Today I want to make large, so I'm going to cut the large out. And then you have to do the same with the straps and the band. All right, now we're gonna cut out our fabric pieces. You can fold the fabric right sides together and put the pattern on top and cut it like that, but I find that I save more fabric this way, and you'll see what I mean in the next clip. You see how I can just put down the pattern right on the line that I just cut? So yeah, if you want to save more fabric, do it this way. And now I'm cutting out the lining fabric. All right, let's get to sewing. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your self, which means the outside fabric. That means the fabric that you're gonna see. You're gonna take yourself and your lining, you're gonna put them right sides together, and you're gonna sew where I've indicated using a serger or a zigzag stitch on your sewing machine. This is the bottom. You see it looks just like that. I'm going to measure an inch up from the stitch, and I'm going to leave this space open. This is where you're going to put your band. All right, now that we got that all sewn up, we're going to go over the same stitches we just did, but just for the sides. And this time we're gonna add rubber elastic. This adds quality to your bikini, and it keeps it so that you can keep stretching it, and it'll still look great. All right, now we're gonna cut out the straps and the band. Always keep in mind where the selvage is on your fabric. This is where mine is. This will tell you which way is the stretchiest part of the fabric, even though most of the time swimwear fabric is 4-way stretch. Then once you have it cut out, you're going to fold it right sides together. And then you're gonna sew where I've indicated. All right, same thing that we did with the sides of the top. You're gonna add in rubber elastic and go over the same stitch that you just did. I wanna make sure I emphasize that you pick rubber elastic. This is the elastic that is suitable for swimwear because it can last in water and chlorine and all of that stuff. All right, now we're gonna turn our straps right side out. I use a loop turner for this, but you can totally use a safety pin, and you pin it on the end of the fabric and you work it through, and you'll kind of understand what I mean once you see how I use the loop turner. So you thread the loop turner through one of the straps, and you'll see a loop turner has this little kind of like pick at the end. And what you're gonna do is you're going to halfway kind of snug the loop turner in, and then you're gonna pull so that the pick goes through the fabric. And then you're gonna slide it up, and you see how it locks in? That is the money. That is where you wanna be. From there, you're gonna keep pulling and pulling upward while you're also pulling the end of the loop turner like the opposite way. And trust me, this will be much easier to understand once you're actually doing it. And then as you can see, as you keep pulling and pulling, the strap will come out the other end. And then you just keep pulling and pulling, and then eventually the strap will be completely right side out. All right, now we have the 2 boobs done and the 2 straps done. Now we're going to attach the straps. So you're going to take one strap and we're going to use the 1-inch space, doesn't matter which one you use, and you're going to put it in between the lining and the self, and you're going to have it come out the top. So as you can see, I'm going to be opening up the 1-inch space and just threading it through and having it come out the other end, the top. So now you're going to sew a straight stitch on your sewing machine where I've indicated. A tip is to make sure that the strap is perfectly straight when you do this, because it can come out super weird when you turn it right side out if it's not. And that's how the stitch is going to look like when you're all done. And we want to cut off as much fabric as we can, just so that it's not bulky when we turn it right side out. So now to turn the top inside out, you're going to take the strap and you're just going to pull it until the bikini is all the way out. And that's what it should look like. Super perfect. So now we're going to go to the 1-inch spaces that we left, and we're just going to tuck in the fabric to make it more clean and nice looking. And then you're going to do a straight stitch 3/4 inch from the bottom. Now this is optional, but I like to do a triple stretch straight stitch along the sides, but do not go past the bottom straight stitch, because then you're going to close where we want the band to go through. Alright, this is what it's going to look like. The triple straight stitch is meant to handle a lot of stretching, so that's perfect for a top stitch with bikinis. Now what we're going to do is we're going to loop the band through. We're going to use a loop turner, and we're just going to go through the band tunnel, and then you're going to hook on the end of the loop turner, and then you're just going to thread it through. Alright, now the last thing we have to do is tie the ends of the band and the straps, and you are all finished. Please do not hesitate to comment or DM me if you have any questions, and enjoy your suit.
I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt